Yeah, so I understand that everybody might want to learn. Like, I've been on this journey for so long. I mean, I think I've been on this shit for like 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
fact is, at the end of the day, someone can simply make money off knowing the fact that, oh, this is an origin level. I expect it to reject here. Look for confirmation here. If it confirms, take a trade and make your money. And that's the
Yep.
end. And that's all
Yep.
you do every single day when you come to the charts. You look for origin levels on charts and you trade.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Yep.
fact is, the real difference, and I mean, I'm talking to I'm not talking to,
Oops.
I'm trying to explain to everybody, is this,
Mm-hmm.
right? It doesn't matter if you're using an indicator to do this, you're
Mm-hmm.
using um, uh, um, naked lines to do this, empty candles to do this, whatever the hell it is. All you truly have to do is to find out exactly how you're going to do this, test it out 100 times. If it works, implement it and say that's your trading plan. And then you
That's
can
right.
go on to learn another one and say, okay, let me add this. Okay, so I've known this one, I find this every time. Is there something else I can do that also can repeat the same process? And you just keep trading that every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Understanding every single thing of the market can come in the future. Like you might get more understanding as you keep practicing. But the fact is, I believe that everybody here just wants to we just want to tip the boat of making profits on a daily basis, right? Like that's the
Right.
first book. Before we even want to start to understand the charts and how everything works, the first thing we just want to know is how can we even just make like let's have $500 and we're making $5, $10, something that just makes you feel, oh, I know what I'm doing, right?
Right.
And I can tell everybody the fastest way to do this is simply to do what I'm talking about. Like, just find one that makes you feel you know how to trade and then go and learn more. At least you have some level of success somewhere. And you can kind of use that as your baseline when you are learning other things to say, okay, this one maybe used to return 5 in 1, but I found this other strategy returns 8 to 1 at the end of the month, whatever it is, right? Or it returns
Mm-hmm.
10% a month, right? The other one used to return 5, but at least you have that 5, right? And that makes you happy. At least if you're making 5% a month on a traded account, that's pretty decent. Like if you trade in 100K or 200K funded account that's on FTM or anything, that's still pretty good. I think most people will be
Yeah.
able to survive wherever you are, right? But
Right.
just past this stage, before you, I mean, I'm not saying don't seek knowledge, please don't. That's not the point of what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that find one of these things that you already know. Because I think a lot of people already, I know I've seen Conscious Trade. I think I saw some of his Chatzilla videos. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how deep he went, but I think I saw some on YouTube. And I think a lot of people here have actually spent like a lot of time. And I think, to be honest, why Sean is so annoying is I really think if you just said, you know what, these are origin levels, and I'm going to show you how to make money off an origin level every time. And this is how I trade origin levels. And I don't know if it's going to work for you, but for me, this is how I do it. And I make
Mm-hmm.
5-10% a month. You can try and copy this and see the success you get. Right.
Right.
I think if you even did that, right, rather than just teach the theory and tell you go suck it up, figure it out, wherever you put your stop loss is your business and say, oh, you can win every time. Fact is you can't, right? But it's just understanding the fact that if you can repeat a process consistently over maybe 100 trades or 150 trades, and it's the same thing, you're not looking for anything else, you're not chasing, well, today you chase origin, tomorrow you're chasing ladder points, next tomorrow you're chasing break levels or whatever. What are the other 1 million things Sean has taught us? Or today you're hopping and then tomorrow you're saying, okay, what is coin teaching, and let me try and see if CoinZone is working. Like, it doesn't work that way, right? The reason coin stuff is working for coin is because coin has done all this shit and he has figured, you know
Mm-hmm.
what, this is the only one, or these are the ones I know that work, and I'm just going to say this is what I do. But if you come and you just say, oh, Sean said it liquidates, so now I should start entering on this level, you're still not going to make it. It's not going to work for you. That's just the fact. And that's why they say you can't copy people's trading plan, because you don't even know why you're doing it that way. You have no idea. You're just seeing somebody tell you it's laddering down.
That's kind of similar to, that's similar to what we were talking about the other day, just me and you. You know, I was saying, I could come out and I could say these things like, hey, do this, this, and this, and you'll make money. And I could even post a level, right? I could say, hey, I'm shorting this. But if I don't give you context, if I don't tell you what my plan is for that level, if I don't tell you what kind of trader I am, what type of personality I have, where is my mental game? Am I fearful? Am I greedy? You know what I mean? If you don't have that context, you're more than likely going to get your butt handed to you if you take that level. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. Like, I may take that level and have the plan of taking it for 0.25%, and I may have $100,000 on that level. But you're taking it with $1,000, and it's like, you're like, oh, well, I mean, crap, I'm not going to make anything. And then I make a decent chunk, you know what I'm saying? And those are arbitrary numbers, of course, but that's my point. And that's actually one of the things that we were talking about before you kind of joined, was like, I said, personality, account size, risk management, mental game, the mental state, not just like, where is your mental game, but what is your mental state for that day? Right. Like, are you pissed? Are you like sad? You know what I mean? Are you happy? Are you on cloud nine? Those things freaking matter, man. And 100% of people underestimate.
And to be honest, that's why I'm actually saying, I'm even with you. And to be honest, that's why I'm actually saying, like, the first thing you got to do to even have any chance of making, making this thing work or making it have any form of success is to say, you know what, even the psychology part, the funny thing about the psychology is the reason most people have psychological issues in trading is actually because you haven't actually done enough of the trades to believe in the trading system. Because here's the thing. If I know that all I do when I come to the chart is, you know what, I look for origin levels, and I take confirmation here, and I take it down, right? And I've tested this 100 times. And I noticed that, you know what, when I tried this 100 times, 80% was good. And I made, let's say, 1 to 4, right? This is what controls your whole psychology. If you don't have this, there is no way you'll be able to manage a trade. If you haven't done this yourself, it's impossible to manage a trade, because every losing trade, you're not going to understand why that is a losing trade. But once you've said, you know what, I've done this 100 times, I win 80% of the time, that means I'm going to lose some. And I don't know the series of how I'm going to lose it, but you know what, I'm going to lose some. So you know what, every single time I see this, I'm going to take it. And whether I've lost 1 or 2, I don't care, because I know I win 80% of the time. So it doesn't matter. And I think Photon gives a very good example as to why, if you have this, I think when you put this concept in your head, a lot of things are going to make sense. So Photon talks about lottery companies and the bookies, right? How they make money every time. And he talks about, what game is that? The one that has the wheel that you roll and there's a black and red. There's a black and red. Roulette. Yeah, roulette. Yep. And then Russian he says, roulette. Do you know why a lottery company? Yeah. And then he says, do you know why a lottery company makes billions every year? Like, here's what you need to understand. That lottery, that roulette has, depending on the country you have, has 36 parts. There's a black and there's a red, right? And they added a 37th spot. Now, that 36 is black and red. Anyone you fall on, if you fall, I don't know whether it's black or red, I don't play, but if you fall on one of the colors, you win. And if it falls on the other color, the house wins. But do you know what they did? They added a green spot, making it 37, right? 37 spots. So originally, it's supposed to be a 50-50 split in terms of probabilities of them winning. right? Because if it's red and black and it's split 50-50, then it means that if you have a 50% chance of winning and they have a 50% chance of winning, right? So they added a green spot to do what? To change that variable, right? So now they have 36 divided by 2 is like 18, yeah? So now they have 19 spots and you have 18. And that's all they care about. If they don't even care what happens throughout the whole year, whether people are just going to keep falling on their red spots and they make money. They don't care. They just know they have 17 and you have 16. Meaning probability-wise, they're going to make money. They don't give a fuck.
Over time. It's all
right. They don't even care.
It doesn't matter. And that's like what I say to people all the time. Like a single trade, 5 trades, 10 trades, 20 trades, they don't matter. As long as you know you have an edge and you know the probabilities are in your favor over 100 or 1,000 trades, whatever you've tested it, your strategy to. You can, let's just say, hypothetically, let's say you have a 70% strike rate, right? Like, you've back tested multiple times out of 100 and you overall, you win 70 out of 100. You can lose 30 trades in a row.
Yeah.
And as long as you've back tested properly, doesn't matter. And you can eliminate, you're right, you can eliminate a lot of the mental strain from your trading. But the part in which I would disagree with you, or not necessarily disagree, but I would just have an addendum to that, is there's so much that relies on, I'm gonna give you a scenario, because when I worked full-time, on my previous job, and I was good trading before I quit my job full-time, right? And I've switched to trading, full-time. Like, as good as I thought I was, and that I actually was, the very first day when I turned my computer on and I looked at my chart, I felt like a freaking moron. You know what I mean? And it was because of the fact that now I'm not trading on the side. I'm not trading to get better. I'm not trading to make a little extra side money. I'm not trading to, buy this new gun or this or that or whatever, right? Like now I'm trading to put food on my table for my family and to pay my bills and keep our lights on, right? And a roof over our heads. And I'm freaking telling you, like you cannot underestimate the importance of that. Like, it is so powerful. Like, I mean, if you understand how powerful it is, multiply that by 100. That's how powerful it actually is.
What
I mean?
Trust me, I know.